good morning, children. Nice meeting you. Namaskaram, dear all. Welcome for a wonderful morning discussion. The topic is value of a homemaker, and I would request, other than the speaker, everyone else to kindly mute your mics. Otherwise, it keeps giving you kind of a negative feedback. Just a moment. Welcome, Aniket. Okay, I think we'll start with Atis. We'll have Geetika followed by, is Babi speaking? Kyatika speaking? Okay, Kyatika, then Pranati. Then you guys can go for your exams quickly. Over to you. I'm pinning you. Acha, okay. All other people, when you hear a speaker speaking, you have an option to go and pin him or her on your screen. Just give an option pin. You can see him on the big screen the way how Mr. Sojan Joseph projected on the smart board. So you can see on your laptop the full. Geetika, I've pinned you. Over to you.
Good morning, one and all. I'm Geetika Atti from Rajasthan, Madhu. So today the topic is value of homemaker. As we all know, homemakers are nothing but we could say our dearest moms or dads who are taking care of us in our daily life. And yeah, there are more than difficulties. We could say there's life challenges facing. So they have to cook for us. They would become our private chef. They would become our personal caretaker. They would be the manager of the home. We could say that all professions come under homemaker. Homemaker is one person who manages all the professions, like we could say teacher, chef, or doctor, or manager, or accountant. We could say everything. So yeah, gender constraints also come in this way. We could say that many of in modern times, many of them consider women like they are the homemakers, and men should go and work outside. And women should take care of home, but it's not completely true. There are some people who are home husbands, you could say. Homemakers could also be a male. They are taking, while the female, that are women, are going out and they are taking up jobs. We could say even the homemakers in COVID pandemic, homemakers have developed a lot. Like they are going for a work from home jobs. We could say there are many celebrities who are also taking care of their professions as well as their jobs. We could say like Sonali Bimbre or Kajal or Asin. We could say they are very good celebrities as well as they make a very great homemakers. And also we have some homemakers like Dolly Jane or Gillian Trans who are homemakers but also make the CEO. Gillian Trans is the CEO of Booking.com website. And yeah, we know Dolly Jane, who is a professional saree draper. She has VIP clients such as celebrities having Aishwarya Rai and Deepika Padukone. She learned till now up to 375 saree drafts. So yeah, we could say that homemakers take care of our life, take care of us. We could say a homemaker is a person, as in Telugu there is a saying that Inti Deepam Illali. In that way we could say that if there is no homemaker for us, every job would become difficult. See, if homemaker isn't there, the doctor who is going outside to hospitals, they have to take care of their own work stress as well as the home stress, which could be an imbalance in their life. So homemaker must be there to balance the complete life cycle or complete social cycle. And I would like to conclude with that.
That's really, really wonderful. A great start, Geetika. Yeah, as you rightly said, homemaker ante intiki deepam, fine. But the deepam could be anybody for that matter. There is no gender bias at all. As you rightly started and said, homemaker used to be identified way back only with women folk. Today it is no more so, not today, it's been for 20, 30 years or so. There are so many men, the so called the male bastion of not looking after the home needs is no more valid. The gender bias and the line which was separating the women from men, role specific, it is no more valid to talk about. You have young girls flying aeroplanes, driving trains, and doing great engineering projects and heading great organizations, and we in Air Force, we have equal number of women officers, girls who are doing exceedingly well. So now that we all know that NDA, military schools, Sainik schools, every institution is now open for girls. So the concept of homemaking is nothing to do with women alone. But yes, in the rural folk, still that pride, I won't say it's a pride, a kind of a false pride. They said only you will look after, only I'll look after, this kind of thing. So that line is beautifully blurred these days, and we are very happy for this wonderful growth. It's a great start, Geetika. I mean, you guys can leave whenever you finish, because those who got some exams today may leave. Okay. A round of applause. Thank you. And over to you, Kyatika. Continue. Pranati, are you there? Quickly after this, I'm going to pin you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Keep your video on. Okay, Kyatika, continue.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. I'm Kyatka and I'm from Bagnet. So, the job of a homemaker in home is no less than the job of the person doing in his office. The life of a homemaker or a stay-at-home parent includes an endless amount of demands and to-dos. Depending on the size of the home, family, pets, and numerous other conditions, a stay-at-home parent may work upwards of 98 hours a week. A stay-at-home parent performs various jobs all under the title of the homemaker. The homemaker becomes everyone's private chef at their home. The homemaker must drive to the supermarket, purchase the food, and unpack it to home. They does all the typical works like cleaning, vacuuming, dusting, sweeping, scrubbing sinks, loading the dishwasher, or making beds. They stay at the home taking care of their child. I would like to end by saying that, in a nutshell, our lives won't be same as usual without a homemaker.
That's really wonderful, Kyatika. Very short, crisp, and I mean, you actually nailed the wall. This is how it is. We need, that's the backbone of your happiness, is the correct homemaker. What he or she does to us, it's actually immeasurable. Thank you so much. A round of applause. Geetika and Kyatika may leave for your exams.
I can say, sir.
You can stay? Okay, Geetika Outly. Yeah, continue to stay. The next speaker I have pinned is Pranati Ati from Tirupati. Okay, I would request all the members of the audience and speakers kindly pin the speaker on the big screen. You have an option to do that. You can see him or her, speaking to you live. Let me also welcome back again Dr. Chakravarti, Dr. Rohini Dattatri, and Miss Nitya Tulasidas, Miss Sri Lakshmi Chemmala, and all of the students who joined from this side. Okay, Pranati, continue please.
Good morning everyone, my name is Pranati Atti from Tirupati. The topic I'm going to be talking about is the value of homemakers. Homemakers are not only women, but there are also men out there that are stay-at-home dads or husbands. Many people often say that homemakers are only women and that the dads or husbands of the house are there to financially support the family. This could be a form of gender equality in some way because not only women are housewives. These days, it is becoming the opposite. Women are going to earn for the family while men are staying at home taking care of the kids or doing chores. I experienced this in America because they say that no matter which gender they are, they can work. Almost all of my friends in America have no homemakers at their homes because most of the kids' parents both work, so they don't have time to spend with their kids and always concentrate on how to make a living for their family. As a result, kids are getting spoiled because of not getting enough love and affection for their parents. Of course, the parents love them dearly, but they need to make a living for their family or it would become difficult to manage. Homemakers are a must for every family, as everyone thinks that it's pretty easy to live without them. In most kids' life, a mom is a common homemaker, and they are there to cook and do basic house chores. But the hardest job in the world is being a mother, believe it or not. No one to date was born to pay the salary for a housewife to their family who is working 24/7 without any break. She cannot be rated in terms of money, but she has values that cannot be priced. Her love, her affection, her sacrifice, her dedication, her non-stop routine work, oral teaching, and support cannot be compared to anyone. A housewife's value is any more and no less than a working wife or husband. The success of a homemaker is measured through how happy you are as a homemaker, how satisfied you are as a homemaker. Since a homemaker is responsible for every possible effort needed at home, from morning until night, day in and out, one needs to look at how much dedication a homemaker puts in his or her day to day life without any leave or salary. So we need to be truly grateful and thankful to every homemaker out there that left everything for us and worked every single day for us. That's it.
So wonderful. Before I comment upon, I would request all of you please pin the ID Deepak Joshi. That is the ID of Sri Sharda International School, Koppal, in one of the classrooms. I would request Mr. Sojan Jose, I would want the member of the audience to see the good efforts taken by your school under the guidance of your dear principal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, see the kind of efforts the school had taken. Today is Saturday and they've arranged a special session for the entire students in a classroom. They've got about 40 odd of children are sitting there and speakers may be very few, 4 or 5 of them. But see, principal is monitoring this from his office and the English department head, Mr. Sojan Jose, he has arranged it in a classroom where as you speak, like Pranati spoke, Geetika spoke, Pranesh will be speaking, Priya will be speaking, the entire school is going to watch them as a key speaker on the big screen. Is it not something to be very, very happy and proud of? I think my heartfelt thanks and congratulations to Sri Sharda International School, Koppal. And we will wait for some very valuable inputs on this topic. I've got a small story to tell about this. Thank you, Mr. Jose. Thank you, Chakravarti sir. Now I'll comment upon what Pranati spoke. Pranati says she started as a very staunch feminist. He said, the term homemaker is no more valid only for women. Yes, but let us understand one thing. The term housewife was in vogue for very many years, long years. But a time came, then people said it sounds slightly derogative or undermining the value of what she was doing. She or he, whatever it is. The term wife itself is no more women specific. Though majority in the world is still following, very many world countries have understood no term is gender specific. It's only in very few of majority of the Indian languages have gender specific names. The term gardener can be he or she. The term director, principal, president, nothing is gender specific. So if that is so, even names and terms and titles have become gender neutral. But what my mom or your mom or somebody's mom today as a housewife did, possibly a homemaker is unable to do because majority of the homes today have got homemakers. Pranati has rightly said it. Majority of my friends do not have a single parent taking care of them because they are not continually available. But yes, that is how the social norms, the economic needs and the growth demands kind of a divided attention. Still it is undivided. Maybe they make good in being available, seamless. So from morning 6 to 2 or so, one of the parents is available, the second parent is possibly there, a nanny may be there. So this is a kind of a societal requirement happening today. There is no point in comparing what happened in our society 200 years before. As we have grown, Parayana Kalidalum, Pudiyana Pugudalum. That is what the life is. You keep moving with what happened in the past, but take the right good values from the past and continue forging ahead in the present or for the future. A wonderful talk, Pranati, very nicely you put it across. But yes, we are in agreement. What a housewife did, possibly it is just not comparable with what a homemaker does, be it a woman or a man. Very nicely spoken. A round of applause. Good. So, I'm going to pin the next speaker. Now we will go alphabetically. Atis, you may like to leave as soon as you finish your talking. Aniket. Aniket, are you there? Aniket Rai?
Yes, sir.
Aniket, yeah, nice seeing you here. I've pinned you. I would request all others, please pin the speaker by the ID Aniket Ray. Go to the description box, people box. You search alphabetically, pin him. Thank you. Over to
Am
you,
I
Aniket.
audible, sir?
Yeah, Aniket, audible. Please continue.
Yes, sir. So good morning, everyone. So starting with today's topic, if I ask you to work for 24 into 7 without a single holiday, instead of holidays, your workload will increase, and you have to do all this without being paid. Yes, it sounds like pretty insane, but yeah, people exist doing this work, and we see them daily. We know them personally, and I also know them personally. And if I talk about actually what are who are homemakers, they are someone who manages the household works like cleaning, cooking, etc. stuff. So in our society, the Indian society, like on the basis of patriarchal thinking, mainly they are considered to be females, are often called as housewives. But yes, in the modernizing world, we are also modernizing our thoughts, and house husbands are also joining the group. Even if I talk about the children, approximately about above 7 to 8 years of age, they are also assigned some basic household works which they need to do. Like if I talk about they need to, like they are assigned to polish their shoes, clean their own clothes, iron them, keep their room neat and clean. So yes, they also contribute to the part of the homemaking and can be also called as a homemaker. Now, homemakers are actually the foundation of any society or a family. If I talk about what are the human's basic need, so in answer to that, there is an old saying in Hindi that इंसान की ज़रूरत रोटी, कपड़ा और मकान. And you can see this the three important things are being managed by a homemaker. So seeing this value of the homemaker, even in the schools, courses like home science are being introduced so that children can be taught about this basic training and essential part of the life. And in the technical world, many home appliances have been taken like make the work of a homemaker easier and more effective, such as washing machines, refrigerator, dish cleaner, etc. So a good homemaker or good homemaking strategies leads to the economic development, social development, and brings happiness to your family. So in conclusion to that, if in the true sense you want to know the meaning of a homemaker, just ask your parents to leave you alone at the home for 2 to 3 days. And I am sure that on the very first day you will know how difficult this job is, until and unless you took the help of a Zomato or Swiggy. So thank you.
Very nice. Aniket has joined from. Keep your video on, Aniket. Yeah, we're still talking to you. Nice, very well spoken. Aniket is very passionate about it. He just joined us last time for the first, first ever. It's nice to get new students joining us up and getting your thoughts put together. Let us really understand that I am unable to provide you a kind of a rebuttal platform. Very soon we will have debates going on. Very soon we will prepare short lecturettes, on different topics, either chosen by you or given by us. We will possibly give you 3 minutes time to prepare extempore. That thing is, being worked out. Let's see, possibly because of technical issues, we are, online, joining from different parts of the country and world. So that's why I'm not giving you a chance to do a kind of a rebuttal group discussion. But soon we'll have some sort of debate like things. Because when you speak, majority of us will have, yes, what he says is right. I may have 1 or 2 points where I may like to speak slightly different. This is what I understand. But that is also very essential for us to have our thinking process continuing, right? Very nicely spoke Aniket. Yeah, leave, tell your parents to leave 2-3 days, and you need to, it's not a solo trip. You're not going on a solo trip to Kodaikanal or Ooty or maybe to Nainital. You're continuing to stay at your home with your homemakers, your beloved dad or mom not being there with you. Tell them to go and take a trip, and you leave alone in the home and see how difficult it would be. Absolutely right. Totally with you, Aniket. Well spoken. Thank you so much. Nice. Good out of. I pin the next speaker now. We have, the ID from Sharda Shri International School, Koppal. Deepak Joshi. Mr. Jose, I have pinned your ID. All your speakers can continue to speak one by one. So that is the liberty we have. Anyone logging on the same ID All the speakers. Is this Ananya? Ananya, you're there. Okay. Welcome, Ananya. Ananya is a regular speaker and she's a good singer and she's very passionate about what she does. Over to you, Ananya. And all the other speakers from your school can continue to speak one after you, right? Just announce the name and continue to speak.
Good morning, everyone present here. Myself, Ananya P. As we all know, today's topic is value of a homemaker. The life of a homemaker or stay-at-home parent includes an endless amount of demands and to-dos. Depending on the size of the home, family, pets, and numerous other conditions, a stay-at-home parent may work upwards of 98 hours a week. According to 2019 data from salary.com, if you are a stay-at-home mom or dad and paid for your services, you will be looking at a medium and annual salary of rupees 1,70,201. Why? Because many stay-at-home parents work around the clock. If you have young children, work can be often mean nighttime feedings, greeting early morning risers, and late night meal preparation. In addition, a stay-at-home parent wears many hats and must employ many skills to be a tutor, negotiator, nurse, party planner, and chef for starters. Thank you.
Nice, Ananya. You talked about the multitasking of a homemaker. You rightly said it is not easy just to do that one or many roles. Even doing one role with complete dedication has become very difficult these days because of so many demands from the society, from the economic front. Everyone wants to have, why not? Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. If that Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu has to happen, people have to earn that much to see their near and dear ones or economically happy. Anyway, that's a different topic altogether, whether money will make you really happy or not. But to see the world's comfort, you need to earn, you need to work, you need to keep yourselves busy. Many a time, many of our homemakers do that multitasking. Good, excellent, nice a start. We can continue with the other speaker from your school, please.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, please.
I'm Srishant Reddy from
Good morning, sir. My name is Srishant Reddy.
Sushant Reddy, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
A woman has to play many roles during her life cycle, whether it's a daughter, sister, mother, leader, employee, and wife. To be more appropriate, it's a housewife, the most challenging, important, and of course, the most least appreciated role above all is that of a housewife. Housewife is the most important role in a woman play, but she doesn't get appreciation in as much the deserve housewife, the largest workforce in the world, who works 24/7 without questioning and returns a paid nothing of their efforts. If she paid the rules of housewife duties can amount billions annually, housewives have their impact on the whole country. The major impact is that economic growth of the country. Thank you.
That's very nice. But add on from Sushant Reddy. Yes, economy, scales of economies, working towards betterment. That really puts us into a great kind of a requirement. Sushant Reddy is speaking for the first time, right? First time. We are seeing for the first time. He's looking slightly nervous. Sushant, don't worry, you spoke so well. You're a very handsome, young looking little boy. And do well. We will love to see you again and again. And you spoke so well. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, and all the participants, to Master Sushant Reddy, who joined for the first time. Mr. Sojan, can we have the next speaker?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, how are you?
Tejashwini, sir.
Yeah, welcome. Tejashwini is one of the regular speakers. Please continue, Tejashwini.
In a day, woman spends 134 minutes on the uphead caregiving services for household members as compared to 76 minutes by men. The total time spent on these activities per day makes the picture in India even clearer. Women on an average spend 60.9% and 2.6% of their day on unpaid domestic services and unpaid caregiving services for household members respectively, while women spend 1.7%. The, the issue of fixing national income for a homemaker therefore served an extremely important function and was recognized of the multitude of women engaged in the activity, whether by choice or a result of social or cultural norms. Thank you.
Thank you, Tejaswini. I mean, you spoke as a staunch feminist. She says women spend about 134 minutes a day, and the men folk possibly can contribute only about 70 minutes. This point is debatable. Yes, we all are a kind of a mild feminists to understand, because let me tell you, children, very, very clearly have no doubts in your minds what a woman can do, possibly a man can never do. And what a man can do, all women can easily do it. Let us accept it. Have no doubts about this. Let me also tell you, it's become slightly difficult to compare, because you cannot compare which are not equal. Let me tell you again and again, we've been telling in every forum, men and women are not equal. Women are much, much ahead of men. Have no doubts about this. So if there is no comparison, why to equalize at all? It is a role comparison and role reversals. Multitasking, giving more time for family, more emotions, more compassion, more productivity, more results. Women have always been ahead. I have no shame in telling this. The men folk was always threatened by the undisputed excellence of women. That's why they suppressed them for years and years. Please understand that. I can stand on any forum and say, I can never equate a woman's capability, like maybe my wives, maybe my daughters or my mothers. Because the God has made you like this. You are hardwired where you can take on, if I can take the liberty with permission from Dr. Chakravarti, a woman, when she goes through the delivery of a child, the pain what she endures is immeasurable. I am telling you, immeasurable. No words can explain. We are fortunate, God has not made us to go through that pain. And she takes a second birth. The birth what she gives to the child is not for the child alone. She takes a second birth. And my mom had delivered 5 children. My party had delivered 11 children. Those days, the women in India at least, the entire village made a cricket team out of a woman. Come on. And they thought it was a pride. The household which had 11, 12 children, they thought, they are a big family. Come on. When the men folk understood this is not correct, we are adding to the population of the country. Let us not trouble women by just making our family flourish. Family flourishing by numbers happened for some other reasons. We all knew it. But let me tell you, Tejaswini, and you can write it in big words, and I have no problem in accepting in any of the world forum. Men are not equal to women. Have no doubts about this. Women are much, 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 much ahead. You talk of any world mythology, the whole world started. You talk of, Adam and Eve, the productivity, Trishakti, Adi Shakti, or whatever it is. So don't have this notion that you're trying to compare men with women. Please don't compare. You cannot compare chalk and cheese. That's it. A wonderful speaking. Tejaswini, you're very emotional about it. Did a good job. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, 3 speakers.
Yeah, one more. Yeah, please continue. Your speakers. Yeah.
Over, sir. We had 3
Achha.
speakers.
Oh, okay. That's really so nice of you, and you really did not want to take more time. I'm so honored the kind of compassion Sri Sharda has towards other children. There are good about 50 children waiting in that hall, but the school decided to field only 3. So nice of you. Let me request our dear Giri Teja, the next member to speak. Giri Teja has grown up to be a trainer, but still he prefers to remain our student. Giri Teja happens to be my student and Dr. Chakravarti's student in Sainik School, Bhubaneswar days. Over to you, Giri.
Good morning to you all. Sir, actually, I was not able to speak, but the topic made me to speak, sir. So, coming to values of homemaker, the name itself indicates that who makes the home. There is a difference between making of home and making of house. Anybody can construct a house or make a house, but anybody cannot make a home. Even I am experiencing now, like bachelors like me can only experience this type, because when we are in home, every work for us is done by homemaker, that may be a man or a woman. But now we should do our works by self. We have to manage the time and we have to work. Till now I have not cooked, sir, but now I am cooking for myself. So actually, the skills which every professional needs can be learned from homemaker. I want to focus on a few values of a homemaker, like money management. We don't know that we give salary to a homemaker, and we don't know that how they are spending. Even if your money is within in our bank account or in my bank account, I used to spend easily, sir. Even I don't save very much. But if I give money to my mother, she saves me nearly 20,000 per month. So the money management done by a homemaker is never immeasurable to any professional or even a trainer like me who is training people for money management. So next, more values are like dedication towards the work. We work for salaries, and if our boss didn't give salary on the first day of the month, we used to think that what these kind of people are not giving money for our work. But we should think about the homemakers who are working penniless for 24/7 and whole day, and even without holidays. Even festival, we enjoy the festivals, but homemaker make us enjoyable in the festivals. Without homemakers, we cannot enjoy the festival also. So next one is possessive selflessness. The homemakers doesn't have any selflessness. They work for their home and they save for home, and they even at the last moment of their life they think about their home only. So at some point of time we are selfish. At some point of time, that may be any point of time we cannot express, but homemakers never ever do this. And nowadays in this competitive world, we cannot say that only one, because girls, women and men are working. Even after coming from the work, they used to work for their home. So we cannot differentiate between this gender. And also many of us think that nowadays machines have came for work, like cleaning the home, or a vacuum cleaner, washing machine, whatever these things. Even the people in the home doesn't put their clothes in the washing machine. That also we should done by the homemaker. So we cannot tell that machines have came and make easy to the homemaker. Everything is not easy for a homemaker. Even we can see that even we cannot see the hard work, or we can appreciate them, but please value their work. So thank you, sir.
That's really wonderful, Giri. Giri is known to speak very, emotional from the core of his heart. He doesn't prepare his speech. It just comes out of him. It comes out of his experience. Comes out of his experience, comes out of his emotions, comes out of his belongingness. Now, the very term housewife, if you really think, the term house in housewife did not qualify for what she was doing, because house, as he rightly said, it's made of bricks and cement and constructional values. Home is made by emotions. Home is made by love. Home is made by belongingness. Home is made by concern and undivided attention. That's why possibly somebody thought, okay, we will no more use the word housewife. I think the word housewife has been replaced by the word homemaker years before. But yes, the difference was not that wife or not that maker. The difference was mostly the house and home. Thank you, Giri. Nicely spoke, and nice to see you back again speaking, because for a couple of episodes he took a break. He said, "Sir, I will listen to, I will not speak." You made us proud, Giri. Very wonderful, wonderful. And I'm pinning the next speaker. Next speaker I have with the line is Miss Kumari Nitya Tulasidas from Coimbatore. Nitya, over to you.
Yes, so good morning to everyone. I'm Nitya of class 11 from Air School, Coimbatore. I'm here to deliver my point of view about the value of a homemaker. A homemaker, just like most of the people said, could be a man or woman. It could be the man of the family or the women. Whatever happens, they make the home. They sweep the floors, they do the laundry, they clean the dishes, they literally do the whole work. So we actually can't think a day without them. Just like Aniket said, we can't think a day without them. They do everything. They cook the food and everything. They are just like mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. These homemakers are the powerhouse for the whole family. They should take care of the toddlers or the elder people or the sick people of the whole family. They should manage the financial and everything. So we know the value of a homemaker only when we become a homemaker. Like when we move out for education or employment, that's when we know the value of a homemaker. The amount of stress or patience or time they had, that's when we know it, when we do the chores by ourselves. So it's not like, I've seen a lot of children, like you ask the children what his or her dad is doing, they're just proudly tell that he works at the bank, he's a pilot, he's an engineer. But when we ask the same question, what your mother does, the voice will be low, she's a homemaker. Like I could proudly tell that my mom's a homemaker. It's not an easy job to do. So it's not something wrong or to be embarrassed be about. Being a homemaker is something really good. I call them, in my point of view, we should call them as superhumans. Like there's no leave, there's no day off. Like we have Sundays. For them, Sundays would be more terrible. Like the work would be doubled or tripled. So it's better to give them a day off or something. Like just like the men or the other women who are working are paid, they are not paid. But still, they're very, very, very much dedicated to their work, to what they do. They do it with love and everything. But still, we should consider them too. Like we can just remember the birthdays, birth anniversaries, and present them a gift. Like that just makes them happy. So I conclude by telling that homemaking is not an easy job, be it a man or woman. So it's the juggling of responsibilities. You should have multitasking skills too. Thank you, sir.
Very nice, Nitya. Very nicely spoke, and you compared the powerhouse mitochondria with the homemaker's ability. They are superhumans, and very, very true. Nicely spoken. You are very emotional in saying this, and you wanted to say that there's nothing to get embarrassed. Okay, that my parent, be dad or mom, is a homemaker. As Pranati said, it's very difficult for us to share the time to be available with the children, and the children should not miss on things. Every household has got possibly two or more homemakers. Even your party tata can be a homemaker, and the parents are left to do for no economic gains. That's okay. So wonderful. And one technical aspect, Nitya, when you spoke, there is a light behind you which is continuously obstructing your aesthetics with us. No problem. We could hear you very clearly. Next time I would request all the children, see the light falls on your face, there is no light behind you. Preferably keep your cellular phone or laptop to as such, it will be landscape. When I stitch the videos finally, your landscape video will be looking much better for the YouTube posting. Plus try not to keep the light behind you, right? Thank you, Nitya. Nice, wonderful, round of applause. Nitya is a regular speaker for us. And let me invite the next speaker. Oh, we have Meenakshi Chemmala, which is before Nitya actually. Sri Lakshmi, right? Is that you?
Yes.
So I give the credit to the ID. Okay, please start. It is Sri Lakshmi, but joining from Meenakshi Chemmala's ID. Over to you.
Yes.
Sri Lakshmi is again a regular speaker from Coimbatore. Ah.
So I'll directly start with the topic. So value of a homemaker. Homemaker, a person who manages a home filled with love, affection, unlike a house made of bricks and cement. Okay. Now in the 21st century, this homemaker has got no specific gender, like how it was usually considered women. But now, in this COVID pandemic, every day, everybody works from home. Just because a man doesn't go out to work to an office doesn't mean that he isn't a homemaker. But can we consider our mother as a homemaker? If a father returns home with work stress, mother is the one whom he opens up to. When I return from school, getting scoldings from my teacher, I expect to see my mother. I expect to see her first and share all about my bad day. Okay, now I can proudly tell my mom is a chef. She cooks at home. She's a curriculum coordinator. She plans all my lessons. She's a speech therapist. She helps me with my patients every single minute of the day. She's a nurse. She stays awake whole night to take care of me. She's my teacher, a secretary, an interior designer, and whatnot. Even though she isn't paid for all these jobs, she actually never considered all of them as work. She says it's her duty by will. All she needs is just a smile, some happiness and respect on her face to cheer her up. My parents sacrificed their entire life into taking care of us so that my sister and I could live a peaceful and a happy life. They are the strongest base a building could ever have. The strength, my weakness, my everything. So they provide physical and mental support. Yes, my mother is a multi-talented working homemaker. And of course, I'm a proud daughter too. Thank you, sir.
Good, Sri Lakshmi. You spoke always the way you speak. To the point, very crisp and well researched, emotively connecting. I'm really wondering the true value. There is something very recent which happened. Maybe towards the end of the session, after Dr. Chakravarti addresses, I'll tell you about this. We are looking for that inputs. What you all spoke is traditionally how we treated homemakers, traditionally how we have possibly not given them their values, and we are harping upon, yes, they should be valued, their values, what are the true values, but what is happening latest, something to look forward. Maybe the next few speakers, I would request you can put on your thinking cap and say what is way ahead. What was traditionally handed down to us is, well, it's been happening for years, and we got slightly confused in between when we were modernized, when we started looking outward, towards the outer world, how the outer world is behaving. We try to copy paste some of the templates which possibly is not working out in its entirety in our country, with our emotions, with our kind of ideological differences with respect to the entire other world. Anyway, I'll get back to you on this. I don't want to hold your houses now. Just think on those lines as what is way ahead. What we've been cherishing, nourishing is fine. What we devalued is incorrect. What is way ahead? Very nicely spoken, Sri Lakshmi. Thank you so much. A round of applause. And may I spin the next speaker? It's going to be Pranesh Rangarajan from Bengaluru, one of our star speakers. Pranesh, over to you. I'm pinning you. Are you there?
Yes, sir. Yeah, good morning to all. Namo. Ashwasya bhushanam vego mattam syad gajabhushanam chaturiyam bhushanam narya udyogo narabhushanam. It is from the famous collective named as Mahasubhashita Sangraha, which means that just as how a horse is adorned for his speed, elephant is adorned for majestic gait, that is what we say as the name as Gajendran. Similarly, woman is always adorned for her skill and men are always known for the industriousness and perseverance. Apparently, even while searching for this topic, I was finding a definition of, say, a woman and a men, in particular. For men, we have a very specific definition as set in Purusha Suktam. Sahasra Sirsha Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasrabhat. That is, we have a Lord who is manifested in 1,000 forms and 1,000 sorts of manifestation. A man can also be in the form of a woman, a man can also be in form of a beggar, man can also be in form of, say, some leader or some guardian who protects you or your own family in particular. But when you tend to find a meaning for Stri in Sanskrit, a woman is being represented in the function, in the form of a function in which she is, doing. For example, this famous Yadevi Sarva Bhuteshu mantra, which is generally recited during the time of Navaratri, she is represented in numerous forms. Yadevi Sarva Bhuteshu Matra Rupena Sanskrita. Then we have something called as Lakshmi Rupena Sanskrita. We have something called as Durga Rupena Sanskrita. So the various manifestation of woman is nothing less than a manifestation of a homemaker in general. So with times and changes, even the manifestation of woman as a homemaker is changing. Even men are changing, replacing their role in making good home for their own family, so that the whole family comes with a mutual coexistence, and we can avoid conflicts within, so that Abdul Kalam's favorite quote says, when there is harmony in the family, there is peace in the state. When there is peace in the state, there will be peace in the whole country and thereby to the whole world itself. Homemaker is something that Yoga Vasishtha has mentioned, very famously about great people. Na kala mati vartante mahantah sveshu karmasu. That is, great people never delay their duties. Homemakers have never delayed our own duty, and they made ensure that the function of family exists throughout the time, throughout the immemorial times. Such has been the importance of homemaker in general. Not only that, homemaker, as Yagya sir had pointed out about the pregnancy pain. And now, being a medical student, I would like to cite that a pain which is experienced in pregnancy, which is 10 decibels more than the pain which can be normally, physiologically experienced by a man. And the ability to regain ourselves from the pain is much quicker in women as compared to that of the man. So it's not about the gender disparity that we people have been discussing about. It's about how well you are managing your own affairs that matters for a best quality for a homemaker to be. I would like to conclude by an unknown quote, which generally suits for the homemaker. Swasmai Swalpam Samajaya Sarvasvam. It is little bit for yourself and everything for the others. Thank you.
That's wonderful, Pranesh. Expected on those lines that you would come out with a bombshell. Narayana Bhushanam Chaturyam, he said. Yeah, it is. Subhashritam says that. And again we keep impressing upon, and today Pranesh sounded like a feminist again. It is. And Matru Rupena Samstita, Lakshmi Rupena Samstita, Buddhi Rupena Samstita, Namastasya, 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 Namo Namaha. It's spoken years and centuries before. She is the one who can represent in all form of us. Again, I'm telling you, a mom can be a dad. A dad can never be a mom. That equates, and as he rightly said, we are not talking about the gender disparity or supremacy. It is valuing the activity, what you do within your own domains, and the events, what is looking forward. Nicely spoken, Pranesh. Thank you.
From that, in fact, many music composers, they have personated themselves in form of women. They have worshipped their own goddesses or goddesses.
Absolutely. Many of the propenders, they consider themselves as Naika. Even the male composers, because that is where the ultimate understanding of powers, prowess, unity, and belongingness come, because unless you have see Mahavishnu, okay, on that lines you say, just compare, I'm being slightly digressing the topic. Compare Shiva and Mahavishnu. It's not Mahavishnu has a tinge of a woman-like attitude in him. He became Mohini. Why? Because to prove the world, it is very easy for a man to behave like woman, but unless he becomes a woman, he cannot give the right due to the society, to giving birth to a child, raising a child. That's why we keep telling a mom can be a dad can never be a mom. As simple as that.
Sir,
Yeah.
not only that, sir, even the music composers such as Shyama Sastri, who personifies himself as Devi Kamakshi, and he asks for forgiveness if at all any mistake that he or she that he had done against her own will. And they used to personify themselves as Devi in such a way that they take care of his own like how he take care of his mother.
Wonderful,
So
wonderful.
such has been the literary references of
Yeah, even with
homemaker is also,
Mahakavi Mahakavi Subramanya Bharati had a similar kind of understanding. Thank you, Pranesh. Really, really wonderful. So nice. Spoke so well with correct, clear research and anecdotes. I pin Ms. Priyadarshini from Coimbatore. Priya, over to you.
Yes, sir. Good morning, everyone. I am S.R. Priyadarshini from AFO School, Coimbatore. Today, I'll be speaking on the topic Values of Homemaker. A homemaker can become anything in their life, but everyone cannot become a homemaker. First of all, the word home. The very word speaks of warmth, comfort, and peace. Home is more than where we keep our stuff. Home is where we keep our hearts. It's where we break bread with family and friends. It's where we rest and love and pursue our hobbies. Homemakers, also known as housekeepers, organize and oversee all of the activities needed for the day-to-day running of households, as well as manage other domestic concerns. Most housewives are undervalued by their family members and by society at large. Across the world, women who stay home are now known to be old-fashioned and an economic burden to society. Their daily chores, cleaning, cooking, and raising their children are neglected on national levels. A usual day for a homemaker might include preparing meals for the kids, driving them to activities, doing laundry, grocery shopping, and maintains the budget. Oversees medical and dental care, tutors, organizes, nurtures, sustains, and inspires. She is the most influential teacher her child will ever have. A homemaker does not have set working hours or vacation days. We usually use homemakers to refer someone who does not have a job outside the home. Homemakers are mostly women who literally don't do any job, but in reality do most of the job. They are mostly married ladies who do all the household work day and night. Their work is really very hard. Still, their work doesn't get any recognition in the society. There are few skills which are needed for a perfect homemaker. They are timekeeping, planning, multitasking, creativity, selflessness, and working like a robot. All women are working, only a few are salaried. It is hard to be a woman, to think like a man, act like a lady, look like a young girl, and work like a horse. The man in the society is a breadwinner, but a woman has enough to do as a homemaker, wife, and mother. Balance is the only key, and finding it requires a lot of trial and error. It's a skill which I believe deserves honor. In a society like this, which often determines a person's value by how much they earn, homemakers rarely get a salary and respect. I hope everyone over here realizes the importance of homemakers. Do not underestimate them and give them their due respect which they deserve. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful, Priya, and you are languishing about. I think a little old thought.
Excuse me, sir.
Just a moment. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful. I put the mic off. Okay. So in between when you speak, I deliberately put the mic off so that the voice doesn't get spill over there. I think Priya, you are very emotional in saying so. The whole world recognizes the contribution and the value of a homemaker in true sense. What possibly you spoke was, yeah, it's still in vogue in some places. She's not or he's not being valued for what they are doing. But today, at least in the elite or the urban society, things are looking up bright and good. It is our responsibility. Veedu thedi varum kalvi. Now the government had started one thing. Now what we should do, these are the values where we should go and infuse in each and everyone's minds. Okay, look son, what you do is not just because of what you're doing by you yourself. There is somebody behind you who's the backbone. Maybe your dad, maybe your mom, maybe your party, tata, anyone for that matter. He or she is the backbone. And I'm very happy many a time when she used the word homemaker, she deliberately used the word he also in between. Right, Priya? I heard you saying he. It's not she anymore. And let me tell you, the world started valuing them tremendously. Tremendously. Aniket said, just remain in your home for 2 days and see without your parents being there with you, or behave as if they are not going to do anything for you. I mean, band bajjayega. அவ்வளோதான் தமிழில் சொல்கிற மாதிரி இது டப்பா டான்ஸ் ஆடிடுங்கிற மாதிரி. It will become very difficult to sustain. Who is going to wake you up in the morning? That alarm is not capable of waking you up. You will snooze it and sleep off again. அம்மா வந்து எழுப்பணும், கண்ணா எழுந்துடுறா எழுந்துடுறா எழுந்துடுறா, அம்மா 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. That 5 more minutes never gets end. You know, don't you worry, Priya, things are looking up, and you know the value of homemaker is coming in a very big way. I'm just waiting for the conclusive speaking by Dr. Chakravarti. I know what he's got to speak, because the courtesy for today's discussion is he. The topic is chosen by him. There is a reason. He will tell that reason. So I'll finish with that. Wonderful, nicely spoken. And we have Srinidhi. Are you there? Just a moment.
Yes, sir.
I have any other speaker there in the line. Oh, let me also welcome Mr. Vijay Amritraj from Hyderabad. He's one of the observers, joined us. Srinidhi, over to you. Srinidhi is a regular speaker from Coimbatore. Yeah, she's ready for the school now. You're in your uniform.
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, over to you.
Good morning to one and all present here. I'm Srinidhi from Ever School Coimbatore. Before I talk about homemaker, I want you to understand that when I return, or when my father returns, or when any of us return from our work or our school, we go home, and the first person that we look forward is the homemaker, be it our mothers or grandmothers or grandfathers. We look forward to them, and we speak and we tell them what happened the whole day, and without them, and they do not show any anger or anything, and they help us, and they are compassionate, and they listen to us. So without them, in one day, when I see when my parents or someone has gone out, and I go home, and it's just me, I understand that it's the home is not a home without these homemakers. It's them to add those emotions, those values into it, and I automatically look forward to talking to them and to telling them what happened my whole day. So the homemaker's life does not revolve around oneself, but revolves around family members. A homemaker often needs to have multitasking ability, and needs to be able to shift among themselves, to juggle among their responsibilities, to fix their priorities and get them straight. Homemakers have no provision to other needs, even if they are terribly sick or tired, and never look forward to salary days as they never get paid. We then undertake more than 3 quarters of unpaid care work globally and make up 2/3 of the paid care force. They carry out 12.5 billion hours of unpaid care work every day. When valued at a minimum wage, this would represent a contribution to the global economy of at least $110 trillion a year. In the past 10 years, the percentage of stay-at-home dads has grown up from 1.6 to 3.4% of total stay-at-home parents. It is still a pretty small number, but the changing societal gender norms as well as a staggering job market have led more men to the role of caretakers, and we now consider men and women both as caretakers and breadwinners. Let us consider the jobs of homemakers individually: cooking, housekeeping, daycare and tutoring, caregiving for the elderly, for the sick, driving around family members, transportation, budgeting, grocery shopping. We would nearly spend 45,000 or sometimes even more per month. We also have to find workers that fit and are suitable to our times. Even when we appoint workers or helpers, in most cases, we are the ones that often need to look into the quality of their work. We we need to supervise what they're doing. A homemaker works with the family as a family, as she's a part of the family, or he or she is a part of the family. So it is understandable that they put their mind and soul into the work, but the same cannot be expected from a worker. The value of a homemaker cannot be monetized. The daily work of a stay-at-home parent, a homemaker, can sometimes be taken for granted by other family members. I realized this in the pandemic, in lockdown, when I looked into my mother, or when I looked at my parents and my grandmothers, spending their day thinking about what we will do and what we will do for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and watching them folding our clothes and watching them wash our clothes and all of these. I realized this when I stayed with them, when I looked into what they were doing. But if I had the daily way of going to school or doing my own work, I would have never have realized this. The Supreme Court in January 2021 said that women's work at home must be placed at par with that of a husband's office going. The IMF, the International Monetary Fund, suggests raising women's participation in the labor force to the same level as men can boost India's GDP by 27%. One assured way of doing so is by fixing a salary. How can we fix a salary when we cannot monetize, or when we cannot, when it is infallible, or when it cannot be monetized, because it is something that is beyond money. These are unmaterialistic things. The Union government in the year 2012 suggested that husbands would fix their salary. It strengthens the alpha male stigma stereotype of men being the provider and creates disparities between men and women. In my opinion, we recognize the value of homemakers only when we lose it. For example, when we go out, when we go to a new city or somewhere else, when we search for that one good meal, we realize the value of the food our mothers or our homemakers do every day. And we often take these for granted. We never appreciate them. I never appreciated my mother or my grandmother before lockdown. After lockdown, when I realized all these things are the things that I don't get easily, and even when restaurants and everything stopped working, even when they were sick, they decided to, or they had the capability to continuously do things, even without a salary, even without, there's nothing to hope for, only the happiness. So I only realized it when I lost it. Women and men of the household must share the household chores instead of burdening one all by oneself. Thank you.
Very nice, Srinidhi. Srinidhi is always known to do a lot of statistical research and come out with very startling revelations of facts and figures. The crux of her talk, she rightly said कि something cannot be monetized. The value of a homemaker, how it could be monetized? அம்மா குழந்தைக்கு கொடுக்குற தாய்ப்பாலுக்கு ஏதாவது விலை கொடுக்க முடியுமா? To say for the students from Koppal, I was raised by the milk fed by my mother to me. Similar is the case with all children throughout the world. Can it ever be monetized? Today, what is the most integral part of a human life? The breath, mooch. The moment I stop breathing, everything comes standstill. The one who has understood the value of breath will understand the value of everything else. And can breath be monetized? COVID pandemic made us to realize that go for oxygen concentrators, because I am gasping for that 1 pound of oxygen, I am unable to breathe. Can it be monetized? Can that 1 pound of oxygen which was purchased for 20,000 rupees, is that the real value of my life? No. I mean, very, very nicely put across, Srinidhi. I'm very proud of the way you put across the things rightly. It cannot be monetized. Though the Supreme Court said, let the men folk decide what should be paid to the woman who's making the home. Sorry. I am telling you, walk up to your mom or any lady or any woman in the entire world and go and say, Mom, I would like to monetize what you do for me. Poda, paityakara. Pa. She would just shoo off. She would say, sorry, I don't need this. I would need the right kind of, the value or the maybe one good hug You go and just give a hug. How many of us hugged our moms? How many of us hugged our wives and say, what you do is excellent. What, I am 54 now. Do I stop myself hugging my mom? She's about 80 now. The moment I see her, possibly you'll go and give her a hug. How many of us do it? No, now valandutta. Mama, don't come to school to drop me. I'm no more a child. A boy says this. A girl will never say. Yes or no, Srinidhi? A boy, the moment he's 12, 13 years old, he will not want the mom to come to school and drop him. So what? She's my mom. She will be my mom even when I'm 100 years old, yeah? What stops me in accepting this? The way girls have looked up to say that there are very many households today, the girls have realized the values of the parents. 90% of Indian households, the parents are looked after by the girls. The girls demand before marriage. They say, before I get married, the condition is, I would like to look after my parents. And she says it in so many words. Monetizing every of the human act, at least the great efforts done by a homemaker, majority of them still being women, cannot be equated. That is what Srinidhi said. She says, please value them. The right value is not monetizing. Right value is to give them the right dues. Take care of their belongingness. Give them a supporting hand in their household chores. Divide the work. Just walk up to and tell her, Amma, any help? Should I do it? She would say, no, don't worry, I'll do it. But she looks for that one word. She says, Amma, what you do is amazing. On a daily basis, every morning, make it as a point. Go give a hug to your dad and mom. Go and give a hug to your tata party. Go and tell them how their value in life. That is what Srinidhi spoke, at length, and she was very emotionally charged up. And thank you, Srinidhi, for being very, very connecting to the topic. This is what, and I would request Dr. Chakravarti today to speak at last, sir. I would invite you at the last because we are waiting for some golden words from you. I want everyone to listen to you. Now I think speakers are done with. I request Dr. Rohini Dattatri. Rohini is joined from Rishikesh. Yes, Rohini is my student. I'm very proud of her. And she is a doting mother. She is a practicing doctor joining us from Rishikesh. She joined for the first time for this kind of sessions. Rohini, we are dying to listen from you. Over to you.
Yes, sir. Sir, I think almost all the aspects have been covered. But one thing I would like to add is, from time immemorial, we have been taught that Grihini Gruha Muchyate. And in Kannada, we have a saying that Manaye Modala Pathashale, Taye Modala Guru. So, one thing that was probably missed out is that, homemakers definitely are involved in the household chores, looking after us. But more important than that is shaping our character, molding our characters, and making us a responsible citizen of the country. So in that also, moms and dads, both homemakers, basically have a lot of role. So they are the ones who teach us the first word to say, first sentence, first word, and whatever it is, we learn from them. These are the things which are taught at home rather than at school, where they stress more upon the curriculum. Of course, I think before previous generation, the schools and the teachers, it was entirely different. But now things are different in the schools. So these are the aspects which we learn at home. So how do we behave with elders? How do we behave with each other? And other things like be it learning shlokas or learning about our culture. These are the things which we learn at home. So homemakers do play a role in shaping our characters. So how in future would we be as a citizen? So, so this is one thing which I would like to add.
Fantastic, Dr. Rohini. Thank you so much. You joined such sessions for the first time, but today you spoke as an observer, because this forum is generally for children to speak, and the elders who are little experienced speak having observed them. That value added by you is really, that is what Grihamichade, that is how it started. But yes, what you rightly said is, today schools play a very, very important role in making us understand the value of homemakers. And I am very sure Sri Sharda International School Koppal and Air Force School Coimbatore, and my own children. Everyone is heading towards it. Thank you so much for joining all the way from Rishikesh. You're a very, very busy practitioner. And is Srivat's there with you? Is they playing with you? Okay, he's sleeping. Okay, no issues. Thanks, and it was nice to hear your Chase Kannada. Koppal children would have been very happy to Mane Modala Patashala. Wonderful. Okay, can I request, thank you Rohini, thanks. Can I request Mr. Vijay Amritaraj from Hyderabad, Mr. VAR, I call him. Vijay sir, a few words from you, would you like to speak? Madladtara? Are you there? Mr. Vijay, okay, I think his mic is muted. Then we will like to wind up because the children of Sharda school have to attend the school by 9. We've got about 15 minutes only. So maybe we will quickly wind up with pearls of wisdom from Dr. Chakravarti, the principal. Mr. Vijay, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there, sir.
Yeah, please. Would you like to speak a few words?
Yeah, it was wonderful to, witness this kind of programs, and particularly women who is like better half of everybody's life and half of world, and it is always better to give utmost respect and honor to these people who do, invaluable services to entire humanity. Particularly these kind of, times, the whole world is fighting against, pandemic, and half of them are women. And it's great privilege to be, around them and honor them. And it was indeed great to witness these kind of programs. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And I would say she's the best half. You see the concept of Ardhanarishwara. She holds the heart and, everything, compassion with her. She's the best half. Thank you so much. And Dr. Chakravarti, sir, over to you, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. All the children spoke really very well. And seniors like Giriteja, Pranesh, Rangarajan, Aniket, they spoke their wisdom with their own personal touch. Definitely, the take home is respecting the homemaker, giving their due, not in, as rightly said by Vinkaman, Yajnaraman sir, not any by monetizing their work. It is, there is a saying that they are much above that, more valuable, invaluable we can say. We can't value the work. It is more of a responsibility. Homemaking is a responsibility. It is not a job to be monetized. Jobs can be, we can divide, this is the risk, this is the work we are doing, this is what we are giving. But what mother's responsibility, how can we monetize? Homemaker, they make our life comfortable. All the children express the same feeling. That's what made me feel wonderful. Sri Lakshmi, Srinidhi, they all touched various aspects of the points. But thank you very much, sir, for accepting this suggestion. The background, I think if you tell, that would be better. Anyway, in September, Supreme Court has given a judgment. There was an accident in Maharashtra. Both wife and husband, I think only Srinidhi touched this point. Both wife and husband died in an accident, in a scooter accident. The insurance company, because of their income, they want to calculate the compensation. Wife was working, husband was working in an office, therefore they could see his salary and they could check the compensation. Whereas the insurance company neglected to compensate the wife's death because she is not working. They said that her death is not a loss to the family. Then this case has gone to Supreme Court and they have taken it up and they gave a landmark judgment that, see, women are working, they are not working in office, but they are homemakers. Their monetization should be at par with the husband. At par for a family. Actually, we say better half. It is not better half, better 3/4, we can say. Most of them, in our school, we have so many teachers, lady teachers. They work as a teacher in the school. They work as mothers for their children at home. They have so many roles to play. Whereas a male teacher who comes to the school just pack his bag and come to school, teach and go back. And he's a husband at home. We really appreciate the work services rendered by the homemaker. Mostly ladies there. That was the background, and when I requested, sir, why not we take up this? Sir gladly accepted this to be taken up as the next debate or group discussion topic. Thank you very much, sir, for accepting it. And children came out with wonderful points.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. In fact, I was wanting you to tell the reason for this topic. That's the reason I was wanting the people to listen from your mouth. That case, the Maharashtra's case, which was a path-breaking judgment, which has given the ruling that a homemaker's services has to be valued in all possible ways. I mean, there is no way to monetize it, but when they are no more, when the couple is no more, it is a great injustice to have not calculated her contribution towards monetizing the value of compensatory giving post their death. And the topic was recommended by Dr. Chakravarti, which was very, very apt. And today, Rohini joined because of you, sir. The moment she saw this topic, sir, this time I'm going to come. Because the topic is so emotionally well connecting with the young minds. Today, everyone understands the great value of homemakers. Let us also assure little young ones like Pranati or Priyadarshini who still feel that the value is slightly undermined or undervalued. Things are looking up. The Supreme Court judgment is really a path-breaking judgment. Let us all celebrate that. Celebrate the judgment. The cause is very, very a big loss to their family, but the judgment is really, really path-breaking. And thank you, sir. Thanks for a wonderful arrangement. Today, all the speakers were seen by your students on a big screen. That's a very great learning value. Very soon, other schools also possibly would like to do it. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here once again. And we will meet next week. Again, tonight we have a Bharatanatyam recital by Kumari Rajalakshmi Iyer joining us from Mumbai. I'll send you the link. Possibly, if you can arrange for them to be seen. That will be wonderful. It will be nice for the artist to be seen by young minds. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Jai Hind. Namaskaram.